nice uplifting music to bring us into a storyline. I'm sure it won't reflect on how badly things will go. So, tonight we're up to session number 77 of our campaign. And 224 since this group started getting together and playing these games. So, tonight I'll get people online to introduce themselves and their characters. First up we have David.
Skip me. I'll go second.
Okay. Up first we have Josh.
You want me to do me?
I think we'll be skipping Josh. Up first we have Nick.
It's alright, I'm actually here. Hello, I play Mervyn Whiskerfingers, a dashing rogue who's recently joined the party. He has on his belt a rapier and a couple of hidden daggers about his person. And he's just in greys and browns.
And a couple of bandages from a certain interaction with an XP.
Yes.
I'm sure that won't go badly.
And an indifferent horse.
And a different horse, yes.
Aha!
Which brings us to David.
Hello! I definitely am David, who definitely didn't try and look for his character amongst his Pathfinder files.
That's okay, I just pulled Paprix out of mine.
Yeah.
So same deal, different.
The all-around good guy, bard, and apparently disturbingly good damage dealer. Did not expect it.
Well, hey, you are on target.
Just like an attack squadron attacking the Death Star, stay on target.
But with the voice of an angel.
Yes, voice of an angel that everyone wants to listen to. Just in time to arrive to where you are. Also online today
what I was at.
Go ahead, David.
No, never mind, carry on.
Also online today we have Sue.
Yeah, hi. I'm playing Imni. Imni Strider. She's a barbarian ranger, and she has her hero is Kamdu, the warrior princess who is part of her tribe's past.
Is that Kamdu or Xena?
Kamdu.
Sorry.
Kamdu was a warrior princess. Anyway, so yes, so she's her heroine, and she goes around glorifying all her Kamdu's past deeds to anyone who will listen.
Or heroine, you know she shouldn't do drugs, right?
Hey, I'm sure the first fix is always free.
Yeah.
In D&D, if you're chasing the dragon, are you chasing a literal dragon?
Potentially. Or a figurative dragon, depending on how just messed up you are.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure the dragon is chasing you.
Ah, yeah, that would work out much better.
I'm sure casting Seduce the Dragon by the Bard will never end well for the Bard.
Can a dragon chase the dragon?
I'm
sure that's how little dragons come into being.
Considering that Calquix is 7 years old, even though thankfully she's not at this game, I'd be covering her ears up right now. She's too young to hear this.
No, also online today, who have we missed? Josh.
Hi, I'm Josh. I play Cheval. I am the
Paladin. My eyes are burning. My poor eyes. How dare you?
How dare I? Cheval is a fighting Nazi paladin who's been cursed by the fact that if anyone did lay eyes on the paladin, they get the paladin screamed in their face. Fiery tempered, but always willing to do things for the good of the party and her god.
Yep, there's nothing wrong with letting everyone know who you serve.
Yep.
And then up next we have M.
Praise Tubuck.
Oh, hell to buck.
I'm just coming back from the kitchen.
Yeah, sorry, I'm coming.
So today she was the late player.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was a late one.
Light.
I had to make a food run for Bob. And a nappy run.
It's so good.
I play Zol, the cleric wizard who Yeah, he got his jab in. I actually managed to be useful last session. First time in a while.
I know. Sounds like you're gonna have a word if you got again sometime soon.
Why?
You were useful.
Yeah, you got MVP.
No, that probably make her happy because, I don't have to come crying to her for help this time. Look at you, I did it! Be proud of me. Yeah, no, that's never gonna happen. I don't think any achievement I will ever get will make me a ranger again, ever.
God, that's going to be funny if Martin does that to you one day.
It will be hilarious.
Oh yeah, he'll make it so.
What about the GM's thought on giving Chocobo ranger levels?
Oh God, I want to and don't want to see that at the same time.
Please no.
Please yes, please no.
That would be more like it, I would say.
God, that'd be funny, especially if Chocobo wrote better than Zal did.
Yeah. Oh, no. It will then be a competition between Artemis and Chocobo of who can get most levels in whatever class.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
it could be worse. It could be barbarian.
If that's the case, I will transfer characters from games. I will bring my barbarian with a horse with barbarian levels in it into this party.
I think that if that happens, this is an entirely appropriate decision for you to make.
Well, it is the Ethengarian group,
Yep.
and it is an Ethengarian.
Yeah.
And he might actually get to ride his horse in a battle in this group.
Oh, I've heard about this horse.
No, because what will happen is he'll come to this party and then all chance of anybody riding a horse in combat ever again will be dashed.
That's okay. I'm a druid. I am my own
Can
horse.
this horse have barbarian levels too? Yep, she did.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, it's the same class.
Yep.
If we get Chocobo any stronger, I'm gonna have to change my background to the haunted one.
Or it might be the one who likes to have pain. Because it's like, yes, you don't have to do this stigmata to yourself. You've got this bird that does it to you every night.
Oh, ow.
That would be quick. And so worth doing.
Yeah, joke's on you, bird. I now like it.
And I have introduced your character, haven't I, Ariadna?
No, but that's okay, because for some reason in the last fortnight, I have none of Thala's many stat blocks or anything here. It's all Calcrix. I don't know how that happened. Or it's my bounty hunter. That might... Look, if these turn out to be Calcrixes, I'm just gonna fall over.
Well, I actually have with me tonight. I have my character sheet for me. Make sure this time.
Calcrix. Oh! Duke and cover. If I have to fight today, I'm going to be so stuffed. Duke and cover. I think I might go get my phone. But before I do that, I'm Thala. I am a Tree of Life druid.
Yep.
Thus, my whole life is dedicated to collecting stories for my Tree of Life, so that my tree knows what's going on in the world, because she hasn't learnt how to walk around like an ant yet. I joined this group because Calcrix, my friend, sent me this way to help take care of them. Unfortunately, I too have the attention span of a gnat, and I keep running off after more stories. But we have a paladin and a failed ranger, so I'm pretty sure we'll live.
What colour are you at the moment?
I'm winter. So white and blue.
Nice.
I mean, you also have a bard, which means that all of the side quests must be done.
This is not a bad thing. The more side quests, the better. But Thala has been known to almost run into a lava flow in order to get to a story.
Which is not
The
surprising.
bard will quite happily watch you do this.
And write
As
a song
long as you write it down and make sure it gets back to her tree of life, Thala has no problem with this. I'm gonna go get my phone.
Look, great songs always travel. That's all you need to know.
Yes.
Yeah, don't tell me how to do my job.
Yeah. Listen,
So, who wants the recap from last session, or who wants to do the recap for last session?
This is not the time to restart.
As there's no volunteers for a recap at this stage, I'll just do a quick dot point of what happened last session. You went out to greet the trolls. In greeting the trolls and finding them, starting the session in sight of them, you decide to have a debate about said trolls,
Irvin stayed behind.
which then had the trolls start throwing branches the size of trees at you, and made a hilarious fight with a bunch of juvenile trolls and their inadeptitude at working in it as a unit. So, as far as they were concerned, the town had delivered their morning meal. So, as far as they thought, yes, they deliver. Unfortunately, they delivered the wrong end of the meal. So, the trolls were successfully beaten back. And that's when you discovered that there's an entire army of them over the hill. So with the army of them over the hill, you decided to retreat back to town. Reaching town is then when you found out that there's about 300 halflings having a celebration in the town.
This is the 300 odd that have turned up between when we left and when we got back.
Yep.
Sorry to interrupt you. How do I find Thala on this?
Go to the D&D page.
Oh, I thought I had. I've done a search now for Thala and I couldn't get there. I'm sorry, I thought I was more prepared.
Could I have Mervyn be like gambling with some halflings somewhere?
Oh,
Drinking
yeah.
and gambling.
Thank you.
Okay, so as you enter, you hear the music all come to a stop as all the halflings stop and stare at Yodri. Just for a moment, sort of smirk in his direction and then start playing up music and ignoring for the rest of the night.
Poor Yodri.
So yes, you have entered the keep with halflings everywhere, playing, drinking, being merry.
Does there seem to be any order, leadership? I'm guessing not.
Most of the humans have sort of retreated to the edges while the halflings are taking over the entire grounds. And
I wave at a random halfling and see who pays attention.
waving at a random halfling, about 20 of them come over to start shaking your hand and talking to you.
I
all
introduce
at once.
myself, and I ask where the hail from.
The sea.
The sea? Which part of the sea? There's a lot of sea.
They point out over the cliff, that one.
That sea particularly?
Yes.
Okay, how'd you get here? By boat, I presume?
The one at the bottom of the cliffs, they say.
There's a boat. Can I see it?
Well, there are 3 boats down there.
Can I see them?
We might have to lean over the edge.
Well, can I go on one?
Sure, but you might be leaving the celebration behind.
Well, you guys can come with me. We could party there.
We've been there all the last month. We're on land. This is our shore leave.
Do you care if I go down there by myself?
Well, yes.
Okay. Well, would someone like to come with me if I was really nice to them?
In the morning.
That works. Until then, have you guys heard of coffee?
They all look at each other and nod vigorously.
Do you drink coffee?
They all pause for a moment and then nod vigorously.
Let's have some coffee. I will lead them over to wherever place I can find, and I will pull out my coffee brewing kit and we will start to have coffee. I will then start to ask them numerous questions about who they are, where they come from, how long they've been around, where their names came from, everything I can possibly get.
And then you find out that they just start talking so fast you can't write any of it down.
Oh no, I'm not going to write it down. I'm just going to soak in the atmosphere.
And
at this point, can I approach the party as they come in?
You can.
As well, and just ask them all, how did the hunt go?
And then a big bird lands on top of you and starts poking you with its beak. Not hurting you, just batting you in the head with its beak.
Is this Chocobo?
Yep.
Okay. Just checking.
I'll give him a scratch under the chin and say, how did the hunt go?
Yes, David.
Singing and dancing intensifies.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you playing an instrument at this point, though? Because I think it would intensify faster if you did.
Hence, singing and dancing.
Okay, there you go.
And
You are your instrument.
So apparently Chocobo likes the scratching as it starts tapping its back foot. Unfortunately, you're beneath its back foot. But it is enjoying the scratching.
Well, I'm glad, I guess. Can I attempt to make my way out from under the bird?
You can. That would be a nice acrobatics maneuver to not be sat on by the bird.
Alright. I got a 18 plus 3, so 21.
Okay, you make it away from the bird, but you notice you're missing your left boot.
I'll just leave it behind, I guess, for now.
It's okay, friend. You're all right.
I'll say, brother, come drink. And I'll thrust a beer into his hand.
Where'd you get the beer from? Hopefully not a halfling.
Karoi
I
grabs
assume I've been
said
drinking
drink.
with the halflings.
Yeah, you have been.
Karoi grabs said drink and very, very quickly consumes it. It's what the shit. Sorry. Sorry, my boss just sent me a message. He downs the drink very quickly, and he continues on singing, dancing, and playing his instrument.
Okay, he thinks he's downing it rather quickly as he's slowly pouring the molasses-style beer down his throat, wondering exactly what he's got himself into. But
And as soon as he realizes that, he puts it down with his brother and then goes back to singing and dancing.
But it was delicious.
Because that's gross.
Well, it is the beer that's also their main meal.
No, we're doing it.
And
Are the halflings
Beer
wearing
is liquid
shoes?
bread.
what was that, Nick?
I said, are the halflings wearing shoes?
No,
Oh.
you fit right in.
I was going to say, you take off your other shoe and give it to Chocobo, and then you'd match.
And Zal, Chocobo delivers a shoe to you.
I guess we're playing fetch. I throw the shoe.
He just watches it go away and then goes back into the place.
No. Oh god, they're serving alcohol. Are they serving alcohol to my bird?
Well, they probably are now that he's gone in.
No, no.
This could go badly.
I go
I'll
to
pick
chase
up the
my
shoe.
bird. I chase my bird.
You should roll in front.
Okay, so running in, you catch Chocobo dashing between halflings with what appears to be a flagon in its beak, with its head turned upside down.
Of course.
And you sort of see that it was the bard who just put the drink down that left the opening.
I kind of understand because he maybe hasn't gotten the memo before, but I'll tell him later or tell like someone to tell him later that that's not a good idea. That's a very bad thing to do with the alcohol.
And he seems to be heading straight for the coffee stand.
Oh god. Oh no.
There are going to be a lot of dead halflings soon. unless someone intercepts that axe beak. For those of you not in the know, coffee makes the axe beak psychotic.
And murderous. More murderous.
Yeah.
Extremely murderous.
Psychotic murderous.
Well, as a character here, I don't know, and it's hilarious.
Can I roll an investigation to find my shoe that was thrown?
Yes, you can.
Rough.
I really like this party's priorities. Psychotic chocobo, not so much a problem. My missing shoe, that's something we have to stick to, right?
In my defense, I don't know the bird very well.
No, I just said I'm loving the priorities. This is good.
Well, yeah, we have no idea about the bird being psychotic on coffee, so... And you know what? As a player, even if I did, it'd be funny.
I wasn't criticising in any way, I was just being amused at the whole scenario.
Yeah, 10 for investigation.
Okay, yes, you do manage to find your boot. It landed in something sticky and slimy.
Perfect. Put it back on.
Unfortunately, it's also in the boot as well, which you found out after you put your boot on.
Oh, that's gross. Well, I'll wash it off with some molasses beer.
I'm sure that will kill any infestation.
Sticky beer boot.
So, are we thinking marinating the foot for the chocobo for later?
Well, I'm sure Chocobo would be thinking that when he smells it.
So yes, you come in there and you see that there are lots of different performances going on by the halflings with Koroi trying to mimic their dance moves. So we'll give a performance roll for Koroi to see how well he's jumping into their dancing.
Yep. Did you roll for me?
I did, it was a 7.
That's okay. Hang on a sec. Performance. That makes it 14.
Okay, so I rolled for the halflings as well to set you a nice easy number apparently.
Oh yeah.
And it was a 19 on the dice.
Ah, yeah, nice.
So you're trying to follow this dance move that requires quick movement, a lithe form, and no boots, and you just can't keep up.
Rightio, he's going to kick his boots off and have another go.
This time I rolled a 12 for you.
That makes it 19.
Okay, you're managing to just keep up. You're straining yourself doing so. You're going to be sore in the morning.
Can I steal his boots?
That's alright.
Okay, so yes, you've now got a pair of boots.
I'm gonna go
Do me
hide
a
them.
favour though. You'll need to roll a stealth check versus my perception check.
Alright, let's do it.
Okay, perception check rolled for David. The dice love you today.
Can you roll?
I just
Can you roll that for me, please?
So David, it's a 18 plus your perception.
19 in total.
I just rolled a 29.
Nice! I got no idea. Where the hell have my boots gone?
What boots? you probably don't even remember having boots. They're so far gone.
What are boots? I'm a halfling now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hide them somewhere.
You've inspired a high elf's identity crisis.
Okay, so while you're dancing and having fun, you hear the sound of Zal running through the crowd chasing her chocobo. So I'll give Zal a acrobatics roll to actually make it through the halflings without tripping over.
Alright, hang on a second, Mom. I need to pop the dice.
It's all good.
Martin could roll for you.
Good.
After last week, I'm sure it can't get any worse. Three ones in a row.
Martin, Cheval's seeing people other than the bloody waters now. He's really joining the festivities.
So Serval's enjoying the festivities too?
Yep.
Every now and then you get a halfling scream out, "Paladin!" and try to high-five you.
Oh, that reminds me. At some point in the night, I'd like to gather a bunch of halflings and bet them that I can stare at the paladin longer than they can. What a fun game.
That's a brilliant game. That's brilliant. Love it.
So you're convincing some halflings to ogle the paladin for money?
Yes, exactly.
They agree.
Yeah, so I just want to make it like basically the winner just gets the pot, right? Whoever can stare at the paladin the longest. I don't know what to roll for that though.
That's okay, I'm sure that's when the X-Beak finds you.
Oh, hello.
Karoi, noticing this, will encourage as many of them as possible to play the game.
Come on. 17.
17. Okay, so as you duck and weave through the throng of halflings, you manage to trip over and get swept up in their dance.
Oh, it's 17. Oh, come on. Really? Okay.
I did say it was a DC 19 for the dance. It was also that hard to get through.
Their dance ain't messing around.
Oh, God. Alright.
And
Close.
out of the corner of your eye, you see what appears to be a sty of coffee get lifted up and down by your chocobo.
Oh.
With the sounds of the halflings going chug, chug, chug.
Well, alright, it's their funeral, but I will
This is going to
cast
come into an incident, isn't it?
Possibly.
Dead halfling.
So I missed the rest of that. Em, you're a bit quiet.
Sorry, I was just saying I will have to, I guess, dance the night away, and I'll cast Lesser Restoration on the Axe-Beak later. And meanwhile, I am not taking any responsibility for any deaths that occur because they've let the Axe-Beak have coffee.
They let my
Gentlemen, let me tell you the tragedy of the chocobo and the halflings.
Okay, so while you are having a meal, you do see that there are what appear to be chicken legs of unusual size on spits for sale.
Chicken legs of unusual size?
So clues.
And these guys be eating chocobo.
Apparently it's a delicacy for them.
Oh. How the turntables have turned.
So who's at the halflings or eating?
They have chocobos on a stick.
Okay, well, not chocobos, axe-beaks.
Axe beaks on a stick.
Oh, okay, yeah. So our chocobo's still running around.
Yep.
Getting up to mischief and drinking coffee. But it looks like maybe for once in a while.
Hey guys, I
they're
just
laughing
want you to know that I am currently running out of fuel, and I still have to drive another 23 kilometers.
Oh wow.
Well, is that where you're coasting downhill and uphill, hoping it's mostly downhill?
Is this where we go? So where in the middle of nowhere are you?
Too far for you to come, that's for sure.
Oh, I was thinking about AAA, but you know.
Nope.
That's sort of where he needs the airdrop of supplies from somewhere because he's just not close enough.
I just played the same game today, except it was in a car in Canberra, so
A lot easier.
I did make it to the petrol
Well,
station in time. With like
The good news is I'm near a large town that has a number of taxis, so I will be able to get a taxi out to me to get some help.
Yeah.
That is a good thing.
I'll have my fingers crossed that you win the petrol versus no petrol race.
Man versus machine.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, man versus physics. Has anybody figured out perpetual motion yet?
It's called wishful thinking.
Yeah, with a marble.
Ah. Well, if somebody could cast a wish spell, that would be fantastic. Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
Well, Calcrick's here, she'd pray to her god, but Thala could give it a go.
Okay.
Buffalo would probably create a tree without stopping it.
I'm sure that creepy warrior princess lady would help me if she could.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think she'll try to pick the truck up and take it for a run.
I'd be okay with that. I'd save so much on fuel.
Mm.
She wouldn't take the trailer, she'd just take the truck.
Really?
That's okay, as long as I get to a fuel station.
Mm. And that is the bit with the fuel.
Okay, so, what is Imni doing with all these festivities going on? Which is Sue's character.
Yep.
What is Imni doing?
I don't know. She's I mean, she's not into following after the halflings or anything.
But would you not be sitting them down in a circle and regaling them with your love and tales of Camdu?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
As far as I understand, Imni will take any opportunity to tell anyone that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, but Ariadna, they're halflings. They're not people.
I think as long as the word of Camdu is passed along, I think, yeah. But Sue.
As long as she can glorify Camdu, she doesn't care who's listening.
Yeah, well, that's what you've said in past games.
Yeah.
Well then, Troy tables the turns and starts singing a song that he's been writing about Camdu and Camdu's greatness.
Oh, wow.
Camdu, the hero of Camtown?
And stand next to him with love in her eyes and just listen with rapture.
I believe Kurai has just cast Charm Person.
Probably.
Funny story, he actually has that spell.
I know. Okay, so yes, you find that you've got an enraptured audience of Imni plus a pile of halflings, all oohing and ahhing at the appropriate parts of the story in song. And that occupies Koroi for a big chunk of the night with Imni in rapt attention.
Yep.
Because once it finishes, they go, again!
Which Camdu is this? Before or after?
You don't know.
Okay.
And we have the dances go on until way into the night, as does the drinking and revelry.
At around 10 or so, I'm going to go to bed. If it's too noisy to go to sleep, I will drink my sleepy coffee and go to sleep. I would like to get up early in the morning and participate in the hideously boring but still I feel obligated through my employ to render in the crushing wave morning rituals, for which I'll need like my wakey coffee because it's going to be very hard to sit through without it.
Heading into Call It a Night for Call It a Night, you find that all the bedding has been torn up.
Okay.
There are feathers everywhere.
I get a bundle of feathers together in a pile and go to sleep.
Okay.
If the axe beak sleeps with me, I'm just going to hope I wake up alive. Maybe the feathers will disguise me as if I
Well, waking up dead is more M's stick, but I'm sure she can arrange it.
Well, that's the whole point. We do have someone who could wake me up if I was in fact dead. This would make it actually very interesting for my tree.
I'm pretty sure the song by Essence about that.
Yeah. Alright, so off to bed.
Paladin do that?
I don't think the paladin can wake up a dead person, but our necromancing cleric can.
Fell
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm sure she has the book on romancing the dead.
No, her
I'm
dad
pretty sure the
did that.
paladin can put the undead back to sleep.
I also have the whistle. It's not the dragon whistle, it's a jade whistle, I think.
It is. It's the whistle that can animate dead bodies. So you can do the conga line of death.
Yep.
I want to see that one day. I really do.
And at some point
17
during
days.
the night as well, could I approach Chauvel and say something like, "Hey, fellow Turbuk worshipper, praise him and all that." And I'm going to ask him about the hunt and how it went and what happened.
Oh, that completely reminds me. We're absolutely screwed.
And now you remember.
Yeah. How so?
Upon fighting 6 fairly large trolls, I had to peek over the ridge. And, I'd like to reiterate, we're screwed.
Apparently there's amorous trolls coming.
Yes.
How long till they get here?
I will explain in detail that we heard a horn. There is, what was it? Seven encampment of trolls?
Yep.
And 1 very large troll.
I think we should warn the monastery and all these halflings.
One troll to rule them all.
So basically, this is an end of the world party, and Chauvel's joining.
So I can imagine seeing Chauvel waking up amongst a pile of halflings in the morning.
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to go attempt to warn the monastery in my drunken state.
Okay.
Start telling people.
Every door into the monastery is currently locked.
Alright, well I'll tell the halflings. I'll see if I can get their attention. Everyone!
No! Before you do talk to the halflings, Kuroi sees that you are not the best of state, guesses what you're about to do, and then gets everyone's attention.
Okay, everyone stops and looks at Merv.
I say, oh god, I didn't think this through. And I say,
And then the
hello,
chocobo
everyone.
standing right behind you, covered in feathers. Not his.
Oh, it's okay, friend. It's okay. I'll handle this. Ladies, gentlemen, and all of the short folk that might classify yourselves as people, I have some good news. I hear you are all excellent warriors and greatest of fighters.
They burst out laughing.
And it's time to prove that. It's time to prove that, for there are many hundreds of trolls on their way to this very city.
At which point they laugh again at you calling this a city.
Yes. I mean, I would call it, could consider it a city, but we have to be kind to the people who live there. Anyway, to this small little town, there are many, many trolls on their way here. Enjoy.
You hear a call from the audience going, "We've got boats, we're fine."
David, what's your character's name again?
I say, yes, we do, friends.
I think Kuroi is David.
David, what's your character's name again?
K-O-R-O-Y. Kuroi.
Chauvel will, with his inspiring speech, say, "Vote 1 Kuroi! Vote 1 Kuroi!"
Wait, wasn't it Merv just making that?
I would rather eat my own than leave this town. But gentlemen, short folk, greatest of all, nimblest of all. Yes, that's excellent speeching there.
You know, that was
They are
a good
coming,
call, eh?
and they're
I
coming
tried
for
off.
What
you.
time is it?
It is past midnight.
Okay, alright. Is everyone still
Still going.
going?
Thala had curled up to sleep.
Yes. In the morning, if you could just come around to me, I'd like to do some things, but
All
I'm
good.
happy to wait for the night to blossom into the adventures it might wasn't into.
Okay, so a lot of the halflings start singing "Tomorrow We Shall Die" in a very melodious sort of song.
Do we know how long it's going to be before they get here?
Everyone's happy to join in.
Hard to tell. I guess considering no one's watching the gate, it's whenever the gate opens.
That's a good point. I'm going to go up somewhere where I can see towards the gate, or somewhere high so I can see over the wall.
Okay, so finding all these doors locked, you're going to have to scale the wall. So that's going to be an athletics check to scale the wall.
Alright, I'm not going to scale the wall. I'm just going to walk up to the gate and look through it.
Okay. The gate's unlocked and pulls open quite easily. You stare out, it's dark out there.
Oh.
I gather you don't have dark vision?
Yeah, I'm just not in a great state to be doing things. I shut the gate.
You shut the gate
Look,
and...
if you have dark vision and you can see them, we have problems anyway. They're 60 feet away.
Yeah, it seemed like a good idea. I'm just going to go to bed, I think, then. It's too much to deal with.
You see the paladin has found a bunch of halflings to sleep under. So you lost the bet. You lost the bet with the halflings when you checked outside.
Oh.
10 Ks to go.
I think the halflings are getting the better half of the healer deal there.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I've got an absolutely perfectly warm doona, and some of them may or may not be well done by the time morning comes around. Maybe 3rd-degree sunburns.
That's okay. I'm sure that they can add to the natural heating with their own natural gas.
Yeah, that won't go wrong for them.
So yes,
As I go to bed, I'll call over Chocobo. It's like, come on, bedtime.
he seems to be running around about twice the speed you normally see him move.
Oh, and I say, well, don't go to bed too late.
Have people put the beer and coffee away yet, Martin?
Oh no, that's still in plenty supply
Oh,
everywhere.
I would have packed up my coffee. I'm a clean elf.
Well, considering the last time I did this, the actually passed out, I cast Lesser Restoration on him. And I hope that he passes out for a little while.
He stops, looks a bit disappointed, then heads over for some more drink.
No, I catch him before he does that and go, no, you've had your fun, mate.
He squawks at you.
Yeah, I know.
What was that?
Where's Walter Razzle?
You don't know.
Okay.
He squawks insistently at you.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not sleeping tonight, am I?
You've only got to fight trolls in the morning. You'll be fine.
Who needs sleep?
No, I know. I'm gonna be like sleep deprived and have bloody troll army at our door.
This is why you're a successful cleric.
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
Okay, so I'll give you a handle animal check to see if you can actually pacify Chocobo at this time.
Oh my god. That's a good roll. Animal handling?
Yep.
16 plus 5. 21.
Okay, he seems to make lots of unhappy noises as he follows you. You think he's telling you off?
Yeah, I know, buddy. But hey, if the troll's coming, you get to hunt in the morning.
And you get to hear horse laughing, Artemis laughing from the stables.
No, I'm sure I do.
So, what do you do with Chocobo?
Actually, Artemis laughing from wherever she is.
5 Ks to go.
Yeah, if you could do the sound effect for Artemis laughing.
You going to count us down to 1 and 0? Because I'd be cool with that.
Is this a horse laughing? Because I got the sound effect for it.
Sure. That works.
That's worth it. You should get like a roll or something. XP.
I like the maniacal laugh.
So what does Zal choose to do with the chocobo?
What do I do with it?
Yeah.
Well, it's probably going to be up all night, so I probably, I don't know, take him over to the stables.
Hmm.
I probably sleep on him so he doesn't go anywhere.
I think Chocobo is going to be okay with that though.
Yeah, but we're going to have a big angry horse in the morning, so that's going to be fun.
The horse is slightly more mature though, right? And it can't kill people in the same murderous fashion? Yes?
I'm sure he could get there. He is smarter than he acts.
I'm sure if you ask him, he'll say challenge accepted.
No one's asking anyone anything. We're all good right now.
Though you do notice that the cart and the horse known as Horse is not there. Which is probably another reason why Chocobo was feeling more like himself.
That's interesting. But Razzle goes missing a lot, though, doesn't he? Triple with it.
Yeah, he does.
You've heard he does it on occasion, but he's not gone missing for your group yet.
Oh, he hasn't, has he?
Right. Possible that he might just randomly be gone for a few days and suddenly be like, "Oh hi, behind you," and give you a hug, and sort of like no time has passed.
That's sort of what Tyler was saying.
If your Drazzle hugs you, then we're definitely talking about different Drazzles from our party's Drazzle.
Wednesday's Drazzle is not a hugger.
I know I can't tell time, but as soon as I realise Drazzle's missing, I'd like to inquire about where Drazzle is.
You shall find out in the morning. Okay, so morning dawns with quite a interesting sound of trumpets, flame, and screams coming from the Paladin. Halflings and morning wind and explosive.
Okay. Are you telling me that the halflings woke up, farted, and then Chevelle lit up the farts?
Yep.
And then everyone screamed?
Yep.
Alright!
Chevelle unintentionally lit the farts on fire. Chevelle would have been asleep at the time.
No, I absolutely get that, but I am imprinting this on my memory because sharing this with my tree will help my tree get through dark times if it ever experiences them.
1K to go.
Woohoo! Hopefully it's woohoo time.
1K, yeah.
Yeah, don't count your chickens, kids.
No. My car was down to 3Ks and I'm like, what if that's wrong by just a little bit?
We have Zal wake up feeling nice and warm with Chocobo and Chocobo's extra feathers from the bedding.
Yeah. Is it like preening them, like putting the bed feathers, trying to like shove them into him?
He pretty much stole most of the bed feathers, yes.
Says
Yeah,
the ones
right.
I'm on, hopefully.
He grabbed all the big ones.
Okay, well that's fine.
Yeah, no, he's wearing the feds. He's definitely wearing the feds.
So he's wearing the equivalent of 3 times the normal feathers of a Chocobo.
It is the latest fashion. Chocobo is keeping up with it.
Apparently it's winter.
Does
it not like spring though?
It is currently springtime, and people heading to summer, and people were relaxing in the nice warm night.
Yeah. So I'm probably like sweating and gross because I have a big fluffy bird sitting on me.
Does that mean I'm cool then? If I'm with her?
Most likely.
Oh, there you go.
And you wake up to a foul look from Artemis. He notices you're awake, so he turns around and faces away from you.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
You getting the butt treatment.
When I get up, I try and find an apple and try and coax him out of his angry reprieve.
Am I up?
Yep, you're up.
I'll toss Zol an apple, a particularly nice looking big red one.
I don't think anyone slept through the paladin getting woken up.
No, I don't think so either. So if she catches it, it's hers to offer to Artemis.
I will indeed offer this nice big juicy apple to Artemis.
Yeah, it's nice and red and covered in candy.
Oh, better.
Well, thank you. I didn't know I could do that as a druid.
Well, there were candied apples here with the halflings.
Were they? Okay. Right.
I'll
Is the
reserve them.
monastery open this morning?
It is, but they try to keep the doors shut as often as possible because the halflings have a habit of walking off with everything.
After I
Can I go have a
toss
bath?
the apple to Zal, I'm gonna go up on the walls and have a look around.
The baths on the next to the barracks, not inside their complex, so you can have a bath with as many halflings as you can fit in with you,
Perfect.
which is apparently 10.
Yeah, it's probably cleaner than I was last night. So.
Has the sun risen yet?
The sun has risen.
What can I see on my thing? Do I need to roll?
You're looking for the other boats below.
No, I'm looking for trolls on the horizon. And possibly Drazin.
Okay. Looking off in the distance into the forest area in the pathway, you don't see any trolls or sign of them being nearby. But it is a forest and hard to tell.
Can I talk to trees?
I'm sure you could.
I will go outside and sit down next to some trees and play my flute and talk to some trees.
Okay.
And hopefully not attract a bunch of animals to me that the axe beak will kill, but, you know, it's the circle of life.
If I see her do this, can I sneak out behind her and when she talks to the trees, answer out loud?
Yes.
Okay. I'm asking the trees what they feel, what's going on. Particularly, do they feel anything big, heavy, and trollish anywhere in the vicinity?
We feel very woody.
I give Mervyn a deadpan look and go, I'm a druid, but I admire your attempt at humour. Did the trees tell me anything?
Unfortunately, at this stage, the tree's not talking.
Not talking? Okay, well, I just commune with them. Play music, thank you for them for providing the oxygen I breathe. Once I've done that for a few minutes, I'm going to head back inside and peek into where they do all their morning prayers. Are they doing their morning prayers?
They are currently doing their morning prayers.
Okay, I want to change into one of my tiny animals and head towards that door that's guarded by a couple of people that we saw 2 sessions ago. Now I did have a tiny animal. I'm pretty sure I had a mouse.
Do you have like a lizard?
I'm trying to look because Martin and I keep meaning to fill out my characters, and we finally did Calcrix last week, which is why there are Calcrix stat blocks all over the room and no Thala stat blocks right now. But Martin's been kind of, as long as it's not unreasonable, he's like, yeah, you can do that because of my level. So it really depends on whether or not he's happy with me being like a little lizard or...
I believe we had what animals you could turn into.
Yeah, can you find them? Because I did a search and I can't
Okay,
find them.
so starting at being able to first turn into an animal, you got
I think I might...
cat, elk, and a panther,
Yep.
a wolf, a reef shark, a black bear, a octopus,
Yep.
a warhorse,
Yep.
a bat. I haven't got the bat yet. You're going to get bat next level.
Okay. Yep.
So, smallest thing you can turn into, I believe, is
a mouse or something like that. Because I remember asking you about it.
unless you swap out one of the other ones you've got.
I was happy to swap out something.
Octopus?
Yeah, that seems, like a... Ooh, can I swap out Reef Shark?
You can swap out Reef Shark if you want to.
Octopus might be handy, but Reef Shark...
It's got 9 hands, so very handy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is that okay? And considering the environment, can I be a lizard?
You can be a lizard.
Okay, I will write that down to update it when we finally get there. So, no more Reef Shark, now have lizard.
I'll follow her in, by the way. I'm not just outside.
Okay, so you follow her into the where the guards are.
Yeah, just wherever she's going.
I will turn into a lizard before I come across the guards. And if Mervin's walking around, if he happens to talk to the guards, I will use that opportunity to find some way to get into that room.
Okay, the 2 guards are standing either side of the door, look at you as you come to approach and saying, state your business.
And I say, friends, I didn't see you at the activities last night. Where were you? I thought I could drink with some of you monastery guards. It seems like you've got a hard job, and I thought you'd have plenty of time to let yourselves loose.
We did. We let the halflings guard the place while we slept.
The phrase that you're looking for right now is, I'm going to roll will to disbelief.
They just wink at you and said, well, if the halflings on duty, we weren't needed.
What? The halflings work here?
No, but they had to come through them first.
Oh. And I also will say to them, have you heard about the army of trolls approaching?
There's an army of trolls out there, yes. I didn't think they were approaching. What did you do? Kill their young or something?
Not me, per se.
But maybe
But
the paladin.
young were killed.
He sighs and goes, okay, well, you can talk to the boss then. In you go.
So he goes into the room?
He goes into the main hall.
The main hall. Yeah.
Just crawl up my leg or something.
So
I got fuel!
You got fuel!
Yoo-hoo!
Oh, nice.
Woohoo! So 2 of us made it to a petrol station on time today. I'm starting to think that with COVID petrol prices, this is going to become a fairly routine thing.
I would love to know, just in comparison, how much fuel cost Ariadna today to how much fuel just cost David.
It cost me $94 to get 45 litres into my I-30.
I would like you to know that I filled half of the smallest tank. Sorry, I filled 2/3 of the smallest tank, and it cost me $450.
You win!
Wow.
Is that a diesel?
There's 3 tanks.
Yeah,
That's why.
yeah.
Okay.
Is it diesel or is it petrol?
Oh yeah, no, she's diesel.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so I filled, 250 litres or something, and however much it was. That means I still have, hang on, let me do the math here. 650, 650, 12, 13.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, about 1,400 litres of diesel to
Yeah.
go. I've still got to fill in 1,400 litres of diesel.
That's amazing.
Fuel is only just going to get you to home or to the next town or...
It's going to get me down to a place where fuel is 40 cents a litre cheaper.
Oh, God, you really want to get to that place.
Yeah, now you think I couldn't believe how much it costs here. It's $2.36.
Yeah.
Like, everywhere else is like less than $2 now.
Well, I filled up
That's the only
at
place in town I can
$2.03. And I've gone down to 95 because I can't afford 98 anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, I mean, you think about it, 40 cents a litre cheaper, and I've still got to fill up another 1,100 litres. That's a massive saving.
yeah, that's huge.
But that's still going to be, what, like a couple grand in the tank?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the other day I filled up and it was $3,000.
Oh, God. Ow.
My God.
That didn't even last me 2 days.
Oh.
Wow.
So what have we learned? Don't drive a truck.
Yeah, I was going to say, driving a truck.
Don't own a truck.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Do I need
You
to roll
can
again?
drive a truck. Driving a truck like I do for somebody else is fantastic. Because you laugh at your boss when he has to pay like over $150,000 for your fuel bill.
I was about to say, I'm about to ask if that was business expense.
Alright, let me know when I make it into that room.
Okay. So yes, Merv, you've been given access to the abbot of the keep.
I'll head on through.
And you've got a lizard stuck to your leg.
Oh no, don't I get to go into the other place?
This was the one with the guards.
Oh, this is the place I'm trying to get into?
Yeah.
Awesome, I'm happy with that. As long as Smurf doesn't mind having a... What do you call it? Hitchhiker?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll lower my pant leg so it's hidden.
Okay.
Thank you.
And yeah, I'll just approach the abbot and tell him that the trolls are coming here to attack. I think.
He says, I don't believe the trolls will be coming here to attack. We made a deal with them.
I say, sorry to say this, friend, but their young was killed and they're coming here.
I'm sure we can just offer whoever killed them to the trolls and they'll leave us alone.
That might work.
Maybe,
For them.
but I think they're very angry at everyone.
Last time I spoke to their leader, he was fine. He's a bit dense, but he doesn't seem to be the very punitive sort. Unless, of course, you killed his favourite offspring.
How many?
With our luck, friend, that's exactly what's happened.
About 6.
6, okay. While they're having this conversation, can I suddenly drop off and hide somewhere in the room?
You can.
Yeah,
This is so I don't die later. I'm joking.
Apparently the GM just got bribed by a cupcake.
Made by Clarissa. So it has black
I'm just
frosting.
imagining like they spot the lizard and they go to stomp the lizard with their boot. They do the damage, get you down to that point, and then you go revert back to human form, and all of a sudden you like remove their leg or dislocate their knee as you suddenly explode out of nowhere.
You see, David, this is why I took this moment to pull out cupcakes and pass one within reach of the GM. I am not without my wiles.
Yeah, but you could have killed somebody or removed their leg just by existing. It would have been amazing.
Yes, it could well have been, but I'm sure he's got other, much bigger disasters waiting for me later.
No, you and the rest of the party.
Oh no, there's times where he picks on just me. Which is fine, but also hilarious.
Okay, so yes, Merv, back into talking with the abbot. He says, so, does this mean you're willing to parlay and find out what they want?
I was going to say, parlay with trolls. I'll say, what is the purpose of this monastery?
Preferably not dying to trolls would be a good start, he says.
Well, I roll insight. No, is he telling the truth? No. I'll say, okay.
We study where the waves meet the darkness, he says.
As well. I'll leave you to it, I guess. I was a lot more panicked than you seem to be, so...
Well, we can always go underground and avoid the trolls because they're too big to squeeze.
No.
Unless
Okay,
they
well-
can shape change, yes.
Yeah, does that include us, your guests?
No, but that's why you got all these halflings here having fun. Once they're full, they'll go away.
I'm just gonna leave the room. Like, alright, let's just walk out.
Yeah, one of us needs to torch the shit.
I'm just gonna go tell this to the party, or whoever's left of the party outside. I'll gather them, and yeah, let them know of my conversation with the abbot. And what's
Okay,
going on.
you run into the your brother as well as Imni, who's following him around, asking for more songs.
Did you
You've got
steal my
yourself a
shoes?
fangirl.
And also, go away!
You see your boots hanging
Where are my
from...
shoes? Where are my shoes?
Looking up, you see the flagpole way up above the tallest tower with your boots hanging off it.
I shrug. Of course not. I would never.
Well, why are my shoes on your feet?
Oh no. I hid your shoes. They were never on my feet. Those are my shoes.
Oh, right. Well, where the bloody hell are my shoes? Why are they up there, and why aren't you getting them?
Because I've got my shoes, brother.
I'm just gonna lay low to see what I can hear.
Yes, I'm sure you do. Rude.
Anyway, I just want to see if I can find out.
That sounds awful. Emmy, stop touching me. That sounds awful. Perhaps we should torch the halfling ships.
Imni, stop touching me.
I say, no, we
Oh,
need them
man.
to escape.
You should start off the next video with a quote,
We need
and
the
that quote should
halflings
be
here to
Imni.
feed the trolls.
Sorry.
The monastery wants to give us to the trolls for killing their favourite son or something.
No, but didn't you just tell me that that's why the halflings are here? To feed the trolls so they go away when they're full?
That's the abbot's plan, but the halflings are just going to leave.
Not if their ships are burning.
Then where do we go?
Hide behind the halflings. They're only little.
There's a lot of trolls and they're quite hungry, I hear.
Well, then the halflings can be food and we can run away.
Why don't we steal their ship? I say in a quieter voice. Why don't we steal their ship?
Do you know how to pilot a ship? Do you know how to sail a ship?
Reroll on that one.
Can't be that hard.
I don't agree with you. How about we befriend the halflings, and then we go away with the halflings and let the abbot get eaten?
A better plan, for sure.
You do notice the halflings are all looking at them.
David
Hello.
Nick aware that are their characters employed by Retro? Okay.
Okay, so going back to Merv and Koroi standing amongst a group of halflings staring at them after they exclaimed they were still their boats.
I'll say, ha ha!
No, fellas, you'll have to excuse my brother. He's a bit dense, you know. See, I thought that it would be better to befriend you and pay you for our passage.
Don't listen to this fool, he has no shoes.
They all now turn at Merv and stare at him rather aggressively, noting none of them have shoes on either.
Ah, brother, you really screwed this up, didn't you?
Yeah, I say, dig up, stupid. I'll say, can we buy passage with you?
They said.
Hang on a second, just give me the... Koroi runs over to a shop, buys a shovel, brings it back to him. Perhaps you'll need this for the hole you're digging yourself into.
Sorry, everyone, and I'll just step behind.
I think you might need a bigger shovel.
Seems the Axe-Beak now has competition for their interest in Merv.
Looks like you're about to become...
For my next trick, I shall shoe the halflings.
300 of them. So.
And then Chauvel and Sal enter the area, seeing all the halflings are staring at Merv.
I love halflings, I said, as I sweat.
And you hear one of them say, "Yeah, right, we've captured 2, I'm sure."
Oh, ow.
That's rough. I said, that's rough, man. That's a low blow. We drank, yes, last night. Remember that game?
Did you just say low blow amongst halflings?
Yep, he did.
Okay, alright. Your choice of words.
Hey, I ain't... That's, if they've got prejudice against that, that's on them.
If they want to pick on the little things like that.
You couldn't help yourself either, could you? That's what I love about you.
So how does Zal and Chauvel deal with the fact that Merv's apparently put his foot in it?
At least he's not wearing shoes.
I would say make it in minor, but
Yeah, the paladin walks up and just goes, "What's going on?"
Well, they all gesture at Merv.
Don't pay him any mind.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't take anything he says to heart. Roll.
Is this where you like do the circling finger thing next to the head?
I say, in my defense, my brother here was talking about burning their ships.
Because you don't want to put him right in it, do you?
Now, children, there's no fighting at home.
And even some jokes are too far, my friends.
And in the background, you hear a sloping sound. Looking over, there's the chocobo downing the last of the coffee.
My coffee, I'll take my coffee up.
Well, actually, I can get a sleep. I did sleep last night. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll have to pass this restoration together. That's fine. This is fine. There's flames all around me.
I'll explain to the halflings. This Merv character, as much as he's religious beliefs are in the right line, he's a bit of an odd take nothing he says to heart. He's a bit of a trickster, that guy.
Yeah. I like the choice of words.
Okay, so they say they'll forgive him if he gives them their boots.
So you all want boots?
No, they want his boots.
Oh, they want his boots.
Well, I'll just give them to him.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm about to turn to Merv and say either you give them to them or I'm taking them off you and throwing them to them. Okay, cool. So there you go. You can now walk around barefoot.
Problem solved.
I'll go climb up and get the other boots.
Okay, I'll give you a athletics roll to climb the pole.
Alright, here we go.
Just wait for that.
5.
5. With hilarity, you basically see stars as you slide down the wall, not even getting to the pole to climb up. And you can even hear Chocobo laughing in the background.
I say to the halflings, this is going to be entertaining. Everybody sit back, have something to eat, and let's watch Merv try and get the boots.
One of them offers you leg of axe beak.
I decline the offer. I pull out my ration and start eating.
Can I throw a knife at the laces on the
Is
boots?
this where you tell them you're on a diet? Sorry.
You can throw a knife at the flagpole. Give me a ranged attack roll.
Okay.
Oh, what's this? Whoa.
19.
Okay, you land right where the laces are, and apparently it didn't make it fall.
Oh. But it was an impressive shot, wasn't it, I say, as I go to gather my knife.
It's still stuck in the flagpole.
Oh, well.
I was literally about to say, Merv, not only have you got boots up there, but your knife's up there.
Yeah, can I go back to the halflings and be like, can I borrow one of my boots to throw at my knife?
All the boots are going to end up there.
Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, ideally, that'd be great.
That they look at you and going, no, and just start packing up.
No, it's rough.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell did I miss? What did you do?
Lost me boots is what happens. The world wants my boots.
Martin,
Yep.
I get out my bow and my arrow.
Yep.
Ooh!
I'll get out one of, not my golden arrow, but I'll get out one of my other elven returning arrows. And I will see if I can, book a rope to shoot, his shoes to get them down, and try and get them down.
Okay.
So I was going to set up a stall saying, hit the target, gain a prize, which will be the shoes. And everyone can pay a copper I was shot in the shoes.
Apparently, none of the halflings are volunteering for this one. They know what's coming.
Damn it.
So,
Glory aims his crossbow up at the boots and shoots them.
okay, give me attack roll for both Koroi and for Zal.
Yeah, can you roll the dice for me, please?
Okay, an 18 on the dice for Koroi.
16 plus 7.
Excuse me one moment while I try not to die, and I'll get to you in a second.
All good.
I rolled 16 plus whatever my boat. It probably is. It might actually be more now, but I'm not sure because I'm actually updated. I had a chance to update my character sheet, so.
Sorry, Martin, did you say 19 or 18?
I rolled an 18.
What did you roll?
I rolled an 18.
18. 24 to hit.
Okay, both Koroi and Zal each hit bolts go flying, and you sure you both hit the boots, but the arrows and bolts went clean through.
Cut through the shoes.
Yeah, no.
That were your boots, brother.
You don't see a hole visible though.
Wait, what?
Yeah. But I'm not there.
What, so my arrows went through with the rope,
Yep.
but it. But there's no hole.
No hole. Maybe you missed.
Okay. I call my arrow back.
Yep. Your arrow comes back quite easily. Yep.
How high is the pole?
The
How high are
pole-
the boots?
The boots are probably about 100 feet up.
So,
Well, Mage Hand won't do it then.
Let's just commit. Can I get like grab some rope and try and get my dagger back?
You can.
I don't even want the boots anymore.
Okay, that the halflings are watching you grab a rope. Are you any good with a lasso?
We'll find out. I'm definitely not proficient.
Unfortunately, most lassos on a rope only go to about 40 feet.
Rough.
another climb?
Yep.
So I need the rope mask.
You managed to bring the rope back with the arrow for Zal, but the rope didn't stick to the boots at all.
Oh, okay, good. So if none of the halflings, well, if none of the halflings are stepping up to take the challenge, Cheval's running his commentator's booth.
While most of the halflings are enjoying the show, just sitting down and watching, besides those packing up, getting ready to go.
No, so yeah, Cheval's gonna be
Where are they going?
Back to their show.
Up to the plate for his fifth attempt. Well,
So will Merv try and climb again?
Why not? One more try. So this is the last time. Oh, yeah, that's it. 3.
That's
I
it.
look at the shoes and I give up.
Apparently you're leaving that dagger behind too.
Yeah, you know.
Was it your favourite dagger?
Yeah, it was. It's got my grandfather's name or something.
You could ask for help.
I feel like 3 of us tried. Yeah, it's a pretty good go.
Okay, inside you hear the abbot making preparations to evacuate downstairs if the trolls come.
Okay.
And they're getting anything of value out of the way just in case. And that the abbot has already spread word to the halflings they might want to leave.
Okay. Is there any... do I need to roll perception or something to figure out if there's a way down to this temple that the Undine told us about ages and ages ago?
You can?
So that's a d20 for that one?
Yep.
Yep, that's correct, guys. I'm trying to decide if I want to see if I've got a reroll or whether I just want to fail miserably.
Failing with style is always fun.
It is fun, but we've been here for quite some time and we still haven't progressed anything that Redrian's asked us to progress. So... alright, I will go with 1 and hope it means I fall down some stairs. But I got a 1.
Okay, squeezing through a gap in a door into an area you haven't been in before.
Right.
You find Druzzle's cart.
Oh, okay. Just his cart?
Just his cart.
Okay. This is the cart that you shouldn't touch, though, isn't it? Yeah, okay.
Back of it's open.
Do I see anything else?
Well, the back of it's normally shut, and the back of it's open at this stage.
Does that tell me anything? Like, can I tell it's a portal? As I suspect that it is.
Could be.
Is there any sign of Drazzle or horse?
No.
Okay. And is this like in a small sort of storage room? You know, how's this whole cart in this space?
It is a storage room. It is just wide enough to get through the doors.
So it's feasible to think that maybe Drazzle asked for it to be stored here while we went and did something?
Quite possible.
Okay. Is there any way in or out of this room?
Well, the door you squeezed under.
Okay, so it's like just a closing like closet off the abbots.
You think it was normally used as a pantry with most of the stuff removed so they could get it in there.
Okay. So it's just the cart by itself.
Hmm?
Can I do any kind of spell or anything like that to figure out how it got here?
You could do an investigate roll.
Can I do that?
Yes, you can.
Another d20?
It is a d20.
You go in the dice jail. I am not happy with you today, but at least you got me where the cart was. You got it.
Is the test to see how many ones you can roll in one night?
No. It's not much better though. I need my phone to figure out what my investigation check is. It's not going to be good. It's like... Oh, no, it's an 8. It's an 8, but it's still not great. It's not going to get me what I want. I cannot find it on this thing.
That's +1
It's
for
+1?
investigation.
So, like, 9 then.
Yep.
So...
You have no idea how they got it in here.
Okay, alright. Guess I'm going to squeeze out back into the other room because
Okay.
there's not much I can do here unless I want to try and walk through the portal. Actually, that could be interesting. Is there a portal I could walk into?
What, you want to climb up into
Like
the back
it's
of the car?
open? Can I climb up and look closer?
You can.
I do that.
So do you have a backup character ready?
No, not yet, but I can.
Just thought I'd ask.
Yeah,
No reason.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
Well, look, we never quite finished with Thala yet anyway, so next week when we're finishing Thala, if Thala's already finished, hopefully her journal makes it back to the tree, and maybe the tree will send somebody else.
Okay.
I'm just going to see if I can figure out what's in the back of this thing, if it's open. It's never been open before, and I sense a good story from a tree.
Okay. So yes, you go to the back of the cart. We'll go back outside and see what everyone else is doing. So yes, Merv has been unable to reach the boots of Koroi. So
That's me, isn't it?
yep.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. I'm not staring intensely at you, but at my stat sheet behind you.
Which is the same one on your phone.
But how did... No, look, I won't hold up the game, but I'm obviously not navigating this very well.
Okay, so does anyone wish to get Koroi his boots back while Merv has been defeated by a wall?
Sure, but I was having too much fun spectating, so...
Yeah. As we're doing this big spectacle and stuff, can I discreetly mention to the party, just like over the course of this thing, that we're the. Sorry, hang on. What are you? You're the Elven Druid, Thala.
Yeah,
Thala.
I'm the druid.
Yeah, I will let the party know
Oh,
where
there
she is.
I am.
But so no one else can hear,
Found
just the
me.
party. Just whisper in each of their ears.
Yep. So you get a chance to tell the rest of the party about Thala in the inside the building.
Maybe.
Yeah, and then loudly, I'd like to talk about whether we're going with the halflings or not. What's happening, party? Are we leaving this place? Abandoning with the trolls? I mean, abandoning with the halflings because of the trolls.
I'm
Are
sure
there
they'll.
other players on? It's quiet.
It is extremely quiet
Yes.
at the moment.
Blankly stare at me.
So apparently, Imni, Zal, Shofar, and Koroi just look at you as if you're nuts.
I'll find a bit of paper and a pen and slowly write it out for them. Leave a note in their frozen avatars.
Maybe when I stepped into the portal, they all disappeared.
He killed everyone.
I didn't say kill. I didn't use that term.
Maybe they were just never born.
Ow. Oh.
Time
Well-
travel is dangerous.
Zal will finally not be a failed ranger anymore then. What has happened to him?
Yeah,
Most likely,
I guess I'll begin packing our things and getting the horses ready to travel, potentially.
Okay, the axe beak is far more playful than normal.
I'll let its owner deal with the axe beak.
Apparently, the owner is staring off into the distance wistfully as the axe beak is dealing with you.
Does that mean horse is gone? Okay, so horse is gone if the axe beak is up to his usual mischief. That's not a good sign.
Oh, I'll say to Chocobo, Chocobo, we're leaving. There's trolls coming. Big scary trolls. You don't like trolls.
He seems to shudder at the name trolls.
Yes, we're leaving on the ships with the halflings.
Okay, he grabs you by the collar and starts rushing for the ships. which is a down a cliff, mind you.
I was going to say, this is quite a feat considering the ship's at the bottom of a cliff.
And he can't fly.
Yell, I guess, as we're going. We have to get the horses and the rest of the party.
You mean Chocobo's going to forget about his precious Zal?
I never said he was going over the cliff.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so it's just
throw
tossing
easy.
Mervyn over the cliff.
He's helping.
Alright, well, if he's going to throw me, as he picks me up, I'm going to have to stab him.
Okay.
Otherwise, I guess I'm dead anyway, so... I'd like to whip out... Do I have time to draw my rapier, or to be a dagger?
Most likely a dagger. The rapier might not be able to be pulled out while you're being thrown about.
Yeah, okay, so... Yeah, I've got my last dagger.
I was going to say, do you have any daggers left?
Mm-hmm.
I only lost one. I had two.
So you get to make an attack roll with disadvantage as you're being tossed about.
Alright, come on, dice. 13.
13 was your lowest of the two?
Yep.
Okay, so yes, you try to stab at Chocobo, and apparently he blocks it with his beak.
Do I see any of this happening, Martin?
You turn around after wistfully staring in the distance and see Chocobo trying to toss Merv off the edge of the cliff.
I whistle him back.
He drops Merv and comes back.
It drops him on the ground, not over the cliff, hopefully.
Yes, apparently on the ground, not over the cliff.
That's a good one. That's a good 20.
There we go.
He did consider it though.
I asked him what in the earth he thinks he's doing to Merv.
He trills and makes lots of noise at you.
Oh, I'm gonna have to cast Speak with Animals, aren't I?
You're speaking with animals? You're speaking with animals?
Yeah.
Okay.
I asked Chobo to repeat himself. What were you doing, Merv?
Crikey, Colby, you should have seen this guy. He was absolutely...
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
He was asking what we let's get out of here, mate. And I was like, oh, sure thing, mate. Let's toss him off there to the cliff, back down to the ship for the Halflings. The best mates in the world.
While Chocobo's,
You need a few
while the bird's distracted, can I stealth up behind it and strike it with my rapier?
You can try. Give me a stealth roll.
Oh no! If I see him stealth him up there, he's gonna have hell to pay.
It's a big stealth roll as well. 16 plus 9, I think.
Okay, yes, you stealth
20,
up.
25.
You stealth up behind Chocobo with your rapier ready,
I would like to attack him.
and you notice a shadow fall over you.
I'm committed.
Oh, Artemis!
Okay, sir. Not going to go quite so well as you'd like.
Oh. Who? Artemis or Chocobo or
Merv.
me? Or Merv?
Probably all of the above there.
Oh, great.
As there's a sound of tiles falling, coming down from above you.
Tiles?
Yep. As you see a draft horse's unusual size come tumbling down.
Can I uncanny dodge this thing?
You can try.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to heal my bloody horse up too, because he's not really brave to protect his friend. Because nobody hurts my friend, only I can do that.
Yeah, is it a dex saving throw by chance?
I'll give you a dex saving throw as all these tiles come flying down at you.
10.
So, not quite as dexterous as we were hoping for. As you get pelted by about 5 to 6 tiles, dealing 8 points of bludgeoning damage, as you see a draft horse of unusual size come down right after the tiles.
So this is a deuce.
What does the horse look like? Is it angrily staring at me?
Well, you think Drazzle's horse is basically falling on top of you.
Drazzle's Connor's horse. You know those quote
so
marks.
scary horse.
Yeah.
Yes, with his hooves extended in a rather menacing way.
The not horse.
I would like to run away.
As the next thing you find yourself pinned under something rather rough and scaly. As the horse is sitting on top of you, and Chocobo.
No, my poor Chocobo.
Well, at least Chocobo will start to behave now.
So friends, are we?
The horse be scary.
And apparently it's got Merv's hand with the rapier in its mouth with its rather pointy, blunt teeth.
Pointy but blunt.
Is this the horse or Chocobo?
This is the horse.
Okay. I'll just drop the rapier, I guess, and say, sorry! Didn't realise you were good friends!
You can hear a growl at you, which is amusing coming from a horse.
Yeah, I'll just say, sorry!
For some reason, I want to
Oh,
see a bad
sounds
horse.
strange. It doesn't sound like a horse.
Well, you normally wouldn't think a horse could climb up onto a tiled roof to begin with.
No. Or have scaly skin, or sharp, blunt teeth. That sounds weird.
Well, it looks blunt but feels sharp.
Oh, I see. So, what it looks like and what it is are two different things.
And it looks like it's got nice smooth skin, but it's all scaly.
Yeah. Okay.
And it looks like it's got hooves, but they appear to be very pointy.
Right.
Would someone like to
Pointy
intervene?
dagger
I say from under the horse. Hurting.
Offer it a hug.
About to attack my axe beak, I go, you know, you had that karma coming, my friend.
Well,
I'm just defending myself.
it had intended to
Yeah.
pounce and just scare someone, but it rolled a 1 on its jump.
When the not horse rolls a 1.
Yeah, we're not all rolls wrong.
Okay, so yes, you do have the... It does get up slowly and then walks off with your rapier in its teeth.
Oh.
I do
I'll
believe
read that
it's
back
part
as
of
the
its
trolls
collection.
come, I say.
It goes and sits and crosses its hooves next to Zal.
The horse is sitting cross-legged?
Yep.
Okay, alright.
I'm not going to question it.
No,
I'm
no
just
one
gonna-
would, really.
I'm just going to ask it how its day is. Actually, it doesn't. Speak with animal doesn't work on it, does it?
No.
Okay, never mind.
You could ask anyway.
I probably do, forgetting that speak with animals doesn't work on it, and then I know that's wrong, but it looks like an animal, so I keep forgetting.
But it does grumble and growl as if it's answering what you have asked.
You hear,
Is the
ask me if I
tone
can have my
upbeat or
rapier back.
downbeat?
What was that?
Is the tone upbeat or downbeat?
Hard to tell because you generally don't hear it grumble.
Okay, alright. I'm not there anyway, so...
But it does make your hair stand up.
Fun. I go, I nod, like I understand, but I really don't.
It then spits out the rapier at your feet, which is smoking a little bit.
I wouldn't touch that if I was you.
Yeah, it's not my rapier anyway, so
Yeah.
alright, I'm just gonna leave it there.
Can I find some water to rinse it off?
You can.
And
I'd like to do
That might not help.
I do say to Merv when he picks up his rapier, I say, you try and attack my axe beak, or any of my animals again, you might not, you might be talking to Tupac very shortly.
I'll say that's okay. If I don't attack your animals, I'll probably be talking to him soon anyway. Your bird's going to kill me soon.
Well,
The axe
promise I
beak
won't attack
probably
your
thinks you're
bird,
being friends.
As long as he doesn't attack me.
well, he wasn't attacking you, he was trying to save you. You gotta pick your words a bit better around him.
He's always around me. So you need to wrangle him, please.
And then Artemis shows up, standing behind Merv, looking rather angry.
At Merv?
Yeah.
Oh. Poor Merv, you're not getting a break
Yeah, I know.
today.
Everyone's angry at Nerve.
Yeah.
What about Merv?
I'd help you out, dude, but I'm not there.
Yeah, that's alright. I say, let's work on our relationship together. I won't stab your animals, and they won't stab me.
This sounds reasonable.
You hear Artemis say, doesn't need to stab you, can crash and break.
Yeah, I was thinking
God, these
that.
animals got aggressive real fast. What is in the drink?
And I thrust my hand out for a handshake.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you have any healing abilities?
No, I'm just a little roguey boy.
You feel horse's hoof go around your hand and shake your hand rather weirdly.
I
See?
say, I'm glad you I'm glad you agree, terrifying monster.
We can all be friends.
Worse things could happen.
Yes, I'll shake Belle's hand and say, we have an accord. If you shake my hand, of course.
Wave my hand.
Yeah, I was shaking your hand. Because we had a deal. Your animals don't stab me, and I won't stab them.
Alright, deal.
Artemis turns around, flicks you with his tail, and then goes back off to what he was doing.
What does Artemis do?
Well, at the moment he's enjoying this sunrise.
Okay. Alright.
I'm gonna go see if there's any cultists I can rob boots off, or there's any boots just around in the monastery.
Oh yes, there is, up a flagpole just up above you.
Is that all? Is that it? Because I'm not going back for those ones.
Still magical.
As you look, those boots just flicker and disappear, and you realise they were just imaginary boots after all.
Oh. Then what did I hide?
Well, you don't remember putting them on the flagpole. That's the first thing you don't remember. But hey, that would have been a great thing if you did.
Yeah, that's true.
But you did remember talking to some halflings about it.
I'm a bit lost, so...
I think the halflings are having a war
Illusionary
against my
boots.
shoes.
So they're illusionary boots?
They were illusionary boots.
Okay, right, yeah.
Which they made
Yeah.
it look as if they were tied up to the flagpole.
Is that so the halflings could trick him?
Yes.
Okay, alright. Sorry, I'm
All good.
having a long
Okay,
day.
so while that's happening, back inside, as you're about to touch the back of the wagon,
Yep.
you hear the door unlock.
Okay. I wait to see who comes through.
You see Drazzle coming through carrying some sort of case.
Okay, alright. Well, I will not attempt to get into Drazzle's cart. I was only going to go in there anyway to see if I could find Drazzle. Because this seems like it could be a sus place for his cart to be. And if any questions are asked, I would explain to Drazzle that I was concerned that this had been misappropriated rather than being stored.
And you see him hand some sort of that big crate chest he was holding into the back of the cart, and some hands come out and grab it.
Okay, yeah.
And then he shuts the cart.
Yeah, that's fine. Does Drazzle notice me? Does he give me a lift out?
Nope, doesn't notice you.
That's fine.
And then he starts pulling his cart out.
Okay. Can I get back into the abbot's room?
You can.
Can I hide there somewhere?
Yes.
I will do that. Still hoping to hear something useful.
Okay. On his way out, you hear Drazzle thank the abbot for his purchase.
Okay. So Drazzle's thanking the abbot for purchasing something off Drazzle, or Drazzle's bought something off the abbot?
Yes.
Okay, so Drazzle bought something from the abbot and put it away.
You think so?
So this might mean that these aren't necessarily evil people, but I'm still trying to find out more about their cult, so I'll stay put.
Okay.
There's no other secret doors in the area, ones that might lead downwards.
Possibly, but you're in the wrong room at the time when wherever Drazzle came from.
I see. Okay, I missed my moment, but that would be my one talking there. That's fine.
Okay, so you see him start leading the cart out into the courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
At which point you guys see the main doors open and Drazzle start pulling out the cart.
What was that?
That sounded like a cat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's my cat, sorry.
No, that's fine. I was just trying to figure out if I was hearing things.
No, he keeps meowing. I think he wants me to let him out. Do you want to go outside? Okay, come on.
So, if you're talking, no, you're giving me attention.
That's what Therian does.
Okay, so yes, you're all in the courtyard now except for your missing druid. And
As the wagon comes out, do I spot the lizard?
no, the lizard's not there.
Oh, okay.
The lizard stayed in the other room listening to what the abbot's doing.
Yeah, okay, no worries.
I don't think I'm in any danger. I'm just trying to eavesdrop a little.
And Drazzle hands Koroi his missing boots.
Ah, thank you. Glad to have you back. I wasn't at all wondering if they were ever going to come back and devastated about losing them. Wasn't it all that at all? Huh. Yes.
One of the halflings is asking, did you wish to leave with them? We have 3 ships heading out on the next tide.
The what, sorry?
3 ships, the Buccaneer, the Barracuda, and the Swordfish.
No, who's asking?
The halflings.
Ah, well, can I bring my friends? Including the dumb one, my brother.
One of them takes you aside and says, is he really your friend?
Not only is he my friend, he's also my brother. You see, my mother told me I have to keep him safe. You know how these things go.
Well, shouldn't we tie him up and throw him in a extra-dimensional space? That will keep him safe. Well preserved and safe.
No. I need to... The only way that we can treat his stupidity is through life experience.
That could actually work as an argument.
What doesn't kill him makes him stronger?
Hmm.
Yes, but try not to hurt him, or, well, try not to harm him. But I do need him to come with us.
Willingly or not willingly?
Well, I would prefer if he willingly came, because, he is my brother, and I can probably get him to come. It's just, I just ask that you don't harm him. He's very special.
You are having this conversation out loud.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's not the smartest, but Mother told me to keep him safe, and safe is where I'll keep him, I guess.
We have a safe. We can keep him there.
I don't care. No, look, just look. I'll keep him with me, and I'll keep him mostly out of trouble. You just have to be a little bit patient with him.
We haven't shot him yet.
Look, he's good people. He's very good people, I guess.
One of them says, have you eaten good people recently? A few of them nod, saying... and they look expectantly at good person.
We don't eat my brother.
Not all of him.
Question, are they not angry at Corey also for suggesting he burn their ships loudly? But stealing is where they draw the line.
Hey, they would like to see you try to burn it, because, well, that's they're used to putting out fires, but stealing, that's crossing the line.
Okay, there we go. Where's my
These are pirates.
And you seem to be getting my charisma score.
Yeah, I said it quietly and they heard me and they're angry at me. You yelled it to the world and they're happy with you. I don't understand this place.
That's because I have a high charisma score.
And they like burning things too. So fire is good as far as they're concerned.
Okay.
So this is a twisted logic that they're just going to have to accept and move on. I just have a...
Fire is, the birth of the universe. Everything comes from fire.
I just have a question for the people who are going to be leaving with the halflings. You do realise we've been employed by Regerian to stay here and find out about the crushing waves. That's why we get paid 1,000 gold a month.
You realise that we also need to live, right?
Yeah, but they're just trolls.
Yes, and well, look, if you want to stay and get paid, that's great. I, however, know that there's far more profit in a group of 40 halflings than there is in Badri.
We have a paladin.
He's not the smartest, though. Have you met him?
She is, and I have.
I don't really know that I'd agree with that, but that's fine.
That's okay. I'm just being interested in how the story will go when you guys sail off.
You guys get eaten by trolls, and the two of us go party.
I like this
story. 10 years later. Brother, do you remember those weird adventurers who wanted to work for Regerian? No, me neither.
Yeah, they're in their palaces having been paid their 1,000 gold a month.
Pretty sure they got eaten by trolls, but you know.
We just killed 6 of them.
Did I just crash my truck? No, I did not, right? Maybe I did.
It's all good.
No, I didn't crash my... We're all good.
I will stop harassing the poor brothers.
I'm just unsure what we're doing because you're in a different room to us, and the other two are staring at us.
Yep. Wistfully too, apparently.
Also, just because I arrange passage with the halflings doesn't mean we have to take them.
As I said, I just wasn't sure where you guys were going with it. I was just mentioning it, that's all.
It's always good to have an escape plan.
That's true.
Does come in handy. Okay, so...
you guys are about to need some awful truck noises. Ugh, yuck.
Even after the fuel?
It's best not to question it.
Okay.
Okay, so you're inside listening to the abbot.
Yep.
The abbot's still continuing to make plans. He's saying that they should send word to one of the other temples, letting them know what's happening.
Okay.
And that
With the trolls, I presume?
they don't specify. They just say let them know what's happening.
Okay, alright.
And that they should expect a visit from a dragonborn.
Okay. So Drazzle's moving on, maybe. Does it seem like I'm going to get anything else from staying here?
You're not sure. You did find out a fair bit about their beliefs, about their
Okay.
customs, who's in charge, that
Yep.
they have a hideaway.
Yep.
But learning about the secrets of their hideaway might not be feasible.
No, that's okay. If I feel I've got everything I can from hiding in the room, I will try to slip out.
It's fairly easy to slip out. They're not looking for little lizards.
Okay, cool. I will slip out and go seek out Drazzle. Because I just want to make sure he's okay and say bye if I think he's going somewhere.
Well, you see him hitching his horse up to his wagon.
Reform out of sight into druid person. Do I reform with clothes out of curiosity?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Unless, of course, you didn't form into an animal while wearing clothes.
You're
You're wearing whatever you were when you turned into an animal.
Let's say that I am robed appropriately for the audience. After I've become my usual elfish self, I will approach Drazzle and say, "I hear you're departing."
Safer elsewhere.
Is that in reference to the trolls that are now coming?
He pauses and says, "Trolls come, not come. No way back that way.
Okay.
Safer by water."
Okay. I am now wondering whether or not we should talk to Redrin, but that's not Drazzle's concern. I will give Drazzle a hug, extra supplies of Calcrix's coffee, and a special treat for horse, not horse, and the cart, not cart, and wish him safe journeys and safe travels. And I will see him sometime later. I'll then go and find Cheval, who has Redrin stuff, and I would suggest to Cheval and the others that we should go find somewhere private to talk.
So, is there a jostle for Chauvel there?
Yes.
Paladin is here.
So I've been disappeared. I'm going to find you, and I'm going to suggest that our group get together somewhere private, like where there's not halflings and people around to listen in on us, and just have a conversation. Please.
Since you said please, I'm all for it.
Oh, nice. So I let them know that I found out more about what's going on here. I let them know that Drazzle is departing, and I pass on Drazzle's somewhat, I want to say mysterious, but there's a better word for it. Enigmatic words, I guess. About safety and it not being safe here, and there not being any anything more here, and suggest that maybe we want to contact Redrin and report in on what we know, because Redrin might go, well, that's enough, I have a new assignment for you, and if that's the case, well then Kore has paved the way for us to get on a bunch of ships and leave.
I'd like to also add that the abbots are going into hiding and are planning to give us to the trolls to appease them.
Yes, so yes, my vote is contact Redrin and find out if we've done our job and can we leave.
Alright. I will use...
I would like to add that my name is Koroi, not Koroy.
Sorry. I will try to pronounce it better, but...
The GM keeps mispronouncing it, so everyone follows what the GM does.
He kind of does sabotage me, but I didn't really want to say that before he said it, because, you know, he's rendered my D20s useless before, so, you know, we're not crossing that line without him saying something first.
Should have to give you a sweet nickname. K-Dog.
Bootless.
So Val will contact Redrin through the staff.
Okay, you managed to get in touch with Redrin after hearing strange beeping noises coming from your staff.
You sure it's beeping or like bam, 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 eek? No?
No.
Okay. Internet. You said strange noises.
Okay, so you finally get through to Redrin. He says, "How may I help you, Chauvel?"
With your quest to investigate the crashing wave...
Chauvel, get off the phone! I need to use the internet! Get off the internet! I need to use the phone!
Well, if you don't so mind, I'm trying to get us somewhere other than here. If that's what you so desire.
So you want to go somewhere other than here, Redrin says on the other end?
No, ignore the random stranger that you have never met in the background.
Oh no, I've met
I'll
him.
walk over and whisper, "You're really bad at this."
I ignore the snarky comment. I speak to Redrin with what we've gathered from the town and the crushing waves. Also letting him know that along the way we discovered basically an armada of trolls. And what would he like us to do moving forward?
Well, he says his best suggestion is don't die. It's a lot harder to report in if you're inside a troll's belly. So he would suggest finding one of the other temples, because he believes there's at least 4 of them in the region for each of the elements. And if you could find out what they're all involved in, or at least what their beliefs are, it might make it easier to figure out what they're trying to do. But from what you've reported, it sounds as if they have left the Alphatian controlled lands.
Yes, I would agree. Apparently they're trying to spar a parley with the trolls. I don't know whether they're in cahoots with the trolls, but we've decided that it's not safe for us around this town as we're about to be sacrificed possibly to the trolls.
Then I recommend getting out of Dodge before Dodge shows up.
Yes. The adult troll Dodge, yes. Alright. Where would you recommend we go?
Well, if you can find yourself a bit further south, he's heard that in the Uplands district they might have some of the air cults.
Air cults.
Yep.
Excellent.
So, roughly where the finger is on the map, the little white bit.
The little white bits.
Right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Where are we?
You are all the way up here.
Do we know which directions the halflings are going?
Away from there is the first thing they were saying.
Yes. So, any direction.
Any direction.
Cool.
Apparently, being troll chowder was not on their list of things to do today.
I'm sure Kilroy could negotiate a lift from them.
We're on the boat with the halflings, are we not?
Not yet. You're still up on the top of the cliff face, discussing getting a lift with them.
Oh, okay. We're not at the port with them. They've started sailing.
Oh no, they've started loading.
Oh, beautiful. I suggest we rush down to the port and hitch a ride.
Chocobo picks you up by the back and starts taking you to the edge.
No, down. Not direct route. We will take a path.
It does dangle you over the edge before putting you back on the feet back on the deck.
Everybody was going to be slightly sick. Alright, we'll take the path down to the docks. Chocobo.
It's a big elevator.
Yeah.
I will get on my horse with my short bow.
Using your short bow to get on the horse, I'm sure that will impress it.
No, I meant like secure it. It's already on the horse.
I know, I couldn't help it.
I give the horse a short bow, is that what you meant?
Yep. So yes, your horse, just indifferently looks in your direction.
And I just wait for the party and follow along.
And then he plods along once Croy heads in first. Apparently your horse likes him better.
That's fine. I've learned I'm just not going to do the talking for these halflings.
Understandably, because, I have charisma.
You are Mr. Charisma.
So you already know what charisma is? I'm some sort of weird thing going on.
Brother, you haven't mentioned how much
charisma.
You haven't mentioned how much charisma you've had in the last 30 seconds.
Oh, well, something's wrong. Jesus Christ, I'm playing Belath. No.
Yes, taking the nice, wonderful elevator all the way down about 1,000 feet. Not too far to fall, I'm sure.
No, not at all.
You find yourself beside the 3 sailing ships, and you have the captain of the Barracuda, the captain of the Buccaneer, and the captain of the Swordfish, trying to figure out which one has to take the humans.
Ooh, Barracuda.
Yes,
Who needs to take the humans? I'm not a human.
Roy, we want to go south.
South? Why do you
Yes.
want to go south? Feels like we're going down. I'd rather go up.
To a monastery, a different monastery, where there's no trolls.
Monastery? Why?
Because that's the mission.
Have you seen the people that are at monasteries? Religious people go to monasteries.
I shouldn't have brought you along.
I shouldn't have brought you along. I'm now playing Zach Brannigan.
Champagne for everyone?
Yes. Death by snooze. Alright, it appears, friends, that we need to go south. Can any of you wise, brave captains, help us out here? Need to find another monastery.
This one's not big enough for you, he says.
No trouble.
This one's about to be gone.
Says, well, what are you offering?
My song and dance, of course.
Permanently. If you're going to give it to us, we get you for, is it 2, 3, 4 years?
No. What do you want of monetary value? What do you want? Money? Do you want think I could write a song about how good one of your ships is. I'm sure one of you wants the grandest of songs, telling about how, let me see, the Barracuda. How the Barracuda was so mighty that not even its fellow ships could keep up with it.
That they laugh at your thing and they go, okay, so give me a figure to go with your song and I can make it a deal, the captain of the Barracuda says.
Give him a what, sorry?
A figure of what you'll pay with the song.
No?
Can we offer to help sail? I don't know, work like to the south until we're done.
Halflings, do they need help?
A few of them look at Merv a bit disgusted that the tall person asked the short people, I'm sure we can help you.
Cheval will jangle a small coin pouch, which may or may not contain 50 gold, and say, this will be for any captain that wants to sail us south.
Most of them are going, does that mean we get to stare at you all day?
You can stare at me and go, ooh, shiny all day if you like.
Okay, captain of the Buccaneer goes, nah, I'm good, I'm heading north. Captain of the Barracuda is like, yeah, I think I'll go north as well. Whereas the captain of the Swordfish goes, yeah, that sounds good, I'll go south.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Ooh, Barracuda.
Barracuda. So I toss him the small coin pouch of 50 gold.
Mm-hmm. You don't even hear it land as it disappears.
Cool.
You two will regret it. This song about the Barracuda will be outplaying the Swordfish every day.
The Swordfish captain turns you, but you're going on my ship. Why are you going to talk about the other boat?
Oh wait, my apologies, I'm not the smartest of people. Master of the Barracuda, you will regret this day. The Swordfish's name will be known in history thanks to my song. Ha ha!
You get a bell from the other two captains as they head off going, have fun, don't die.
David, I don't know if this is the compliment I mean it to be, but whenever you go, aha, ha, ha, I think of Dr. Horrible.
Yeah, me too.
Can I ask if they don't mind teaching me to sail? Because I feel like it's a handy skill to have.
Yes, they teach you to tie yourself to the flagpole.
I will not learn that with them. I will say no thank you. But to actually sail would be fantastic.
Wait, can I learn that?
But they also suggest that if you're the figurehead of the ship, you learn more than anyone else.
No,
Okay.
I'd want to tie him to the ship.
So does Merv allow Corey to tie him to the ship?
No.
Apparently not wearing boots makes it easier for Merv to move out of the way.
Right, well I'm just going to stay out of the way. Message received.
Okay, so the it's more of a galley where you're on the deck of the ship. Unfortunately, the lower areas of the ship are too small for any of you to get into, as it's built for halfling sizes.
Is there any blankets anywhere around that are willing to offer us?
Well, you do have a Sunfei with you who can pretty much light his hair on fire, her hair on fire.
We're all sitting around the paladin. Campfire
She's
stories.
used to that. Cheval, I ask really nicely, can I sit right up next to you?
And the halflings seem to have some sort of confectionery on a stick they try to hold over Chauvel's head.
Is this marshmallows?
Yes.
Okay.
Chauvel will sigh.
But
He's in for a
you're
long
so
trip, but
patient.
he knows he can't burn any of the halflings because he'll probably light the ship on fire.
Koro, dance a song.
Oh, sorry, no. I've got something even better.
Oh.
Martin, can I have some creatively prestidigitation for a second?
You can.
Fantastic. Kuro uses prestidigitation to start fashioning almost like a television with the flames and starts telling a story.
So, Chauvel's hair starts to tell a story.
Can I assist him with my bell? The ring of a bell in important moments.
I'm sure you
You
can.
can play the triangle.
I actually have a bell
I
on me,
was
hey.
waiting
Like,
for a triangle.
He starts telling the story of Captain Spat Jarrow and his acclaimed deeds. Ding ding digga ding ding digga ding ding digga ding
And everyone sits down and pays attention. Including the people who were sailing the ship.
And you see, my friends, at the end, Captain Stat Jarrow, well, he ended up taking on the Kraken single-handedly. But you see, Captain Stat Jarrow, Captain Stat Jarrow was a mighty man, but not mighty enough to take on the Kraken. And he was consumed whole, never to be seen until the next episode.
I'd like to stand up and clap.
Apparently everyone was happy with you. You did a fantastic rendition. And they get back to the running the ship before it runs into a cliff.
Sounds like that was the perfect length story.
Okay, so they sail south for about 3 days. You see a couple of Viking ships in the distance sort of veer away when they get close enough to identify your ship.
Well, is it because the halflings are that annoying, or they're just on good terms?
You've not really heard much about halflings and ships.
Well, we have a bit for
This evening,
What was that,
this
Em?
evening we learn about the fabled story of Legnar Rothbrook and his fabled Viking tales.
You would not have heard much from Camdor about the halflings on the water because there's not a lot in this region.
What about Jodru?
Yodri would know that halflings have a reputation for burning other people's ships to the water.
Oh.
Other people's ships, not their own, at least.
Well, they're also reported to be some of the worst pirates around.
Okay.
And on the third night, which is a Sunday night, the holy night, we hear about the fabled Kandu.
Yes, for Nimni.
Are any of us seasick by chance?
Okay, that's
nothing like Paladin television.
that would be a good time to check everyone's constitution. So a constitution saving throw versus seasickness for everyone on board.
Yep, I'll be there in a second.
Okay.
I think Zal will probably fail.
Apparently horse...
I'm going to get my dice.
I got a 13.
Come on. My dice roller is going to give me a 1. I can't wait for it. Dice. Ah! Hey, Martin.
Yep. Natural
I've got a
20.
really funny story for you.
Yep.
So I accidentally rolled a D100
Yep.
and got a 1.
This is
I'm gonna take it.
Okay, so yes, apparently mid-story, you get seasick in front of everyone.
Yeah. Oh well.
At least he's not alone because I rolled a 2.
So I'll get seasick, as does Drazzle's horse. As there's bits of
14 plus 1, so 15 all up.
Imni's fine,
I got 13.
I
Moved.
am
I use
13.
also
I
fine.
use Mage Hand to hold my hair back.
And Merv is also fine, though you do find masonry on the deck after horse throws up.
Masonry.
As a druid, can I alleviate anyone's
Martin.
sickness?
You can, yes.
Okay, can I give that a shot when you're ready?
We can, yeah. Just yes, Josh.
Cheval's channeling her past history of a water genasi. Rolled a natural 20.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, you're just having the best time of your life. The halflings are all joking and talking about the waves going up and down, side to side, as you're watching most of the rest of the party getting sicker, including Zal, as their heads are hanging over the edge, waiting for it to pass.
Well, at least a ranger's not supposed to have sea legs, so she's not failed in that area.
No, she only has a B legs.
I go up to the 2 party members and join along with the halflings going up and down, side to side, and just chuckle.
Mage Hand slaps you over the back of the head.
Mage Hand slaps me over the back of the head,
Yeah,
The flames go out.
reduce right into your backside.
there we are.
Apparently you're playing fire tag.
Wasn't it?
Yep.
You want something? Yeah.
Come on, C6
Yeah.
boy.
Listen here, flamey, heady, bad guy. Leave me alone.
Okay, after another day of not keeping anything down, you find yourself out at port, coming into...
I didn't get my chance to try and relieve seasickness.
you can, but it comes back rather quickly for those who can't.
Oh, okay, alright, yep.
You can relieve the symptoms of it, but...
That's okay, I just mostly wanted to help Horse.
And you find yourself in the capital of Norovik. A rather nice-looking town.
Nice.
They even have paved ground, unlike nearly most of the other towns you've seen around here.
Is this?
Do we need anything? Do we need to go and buy supplies or anything?
Cheval's like first 10 steps.
Oh no, you'd never catch me unawares. I would never get surprised.
So you end up at the docks, and they ask you to sign their ledger to say who's arrived.
So we're in, sorry, where?
The town of Norovik. Norvik.
Norvik. Norvik.
Yep.
Hey guys, I'm gonna head off. I'm not feeling the best.
Go rest up,
I'm sorry to
Sue.
hear that, Sue.
No worries.
It's okay.
What's up, Sue?
Yeah.
Better soon.
Okay, good night.
See you.
So which character's up first to sign the ledger to say who's arrived?
I'll sign.
Okay.
I'll sign under a different name.
So-
Elwyn McGonigal.
And they say, is Alwyn McGonigal wanted for any crimes in the lands of Vestland?
Not that I know of.
I still have my cat shape.
You do, yes.
I believe
shape
I
it
will
right
go
on
next.
someone
Yep.
stronger.
And then he asks Aloy, Do you intend to commit any crimes while in this land?
No, sir.
He does look a little disappointed, but he then goes on and says, okay, so if you sign right here, he will let you disembark and enjoy the bounties of Vestland.
I will sign.
He moves on to David's character. Says, what is your name?
Yes. My name is Melwyn Agonical.
Melwyn, what is your purpose of visit?
Pleasure, always.
And what is the laden flight speed of a swallow?
Laden? I couldn't tell you. I can only tell you the unladen, my friend. But I am no naturalist. I do like to skinny dip, though.
He winks and says, well, why not show us here?
No, I mustn't get the ladies too jealous, you know? Husbands have to keep their wives, you see.
Well, not here. The wives get to choose their husbands if they wish to.
That's okay. I don't want to intrude, you know? Can't be too reckless on the first day in your beautiful land.
Have you been here before?
I've never been here before. It's my first time.
He nods and says, do you wish to commit any crimes while here?
Oh, not today. We'll see what's good. We'll see what the schedule is tomorrow, though.
He looks forward to catching you later on then. And he moves on to...
You'll have to catch me first, though.
He moves on to the Paladin.
Does he have to ask her name? Doesn't he just write Paladin down?
Does the Paladin respond?
Paladin will write her name, so Cheval. We'll scribble Cheval on the ledger, saying that Cheval has arrived in this area.
And Cheval, welcome to the nation of Vestland. Try not to kill too many non-believers while you're here.
It's not so much non-believers. I will punish anyone who does wrong to me or my friends.
He looks at the bard up front and says, that might be a few people.
I look back at the bard, look back at him and went, I'm not sure where I stand on that.
That's a bit rude.
But hilarious.
He laughs and wishes you a safe battle.
I salute him and walk off.
Then he turns over to Zal and says, name and occupation.
Zal and...
Proud Ranger.
Zal, am I allowed to be a cat on your shoulder? Will you permit me to shoulder ride?
What do I know about this region, Martin?
Well, you do know that he just wrote down Failed Ranger next to your name.
And that's my occupation. Take it how you will.
And he asks what you intend
Seems
to...
he kept his animal companion there.
It says, what do you wish to do while here, Mr. Zal?
Just Zal. It's fine. And
He's the Failed Ranger.
I will punch Josh later, but that's fine.
I was going to say, Josh, you are cruising for a bruising, my friend.
I was going to say, wait until 3 o'clock in the morning when he's dead asleep and then give him the dead arm.
Oh, no. I'll just chuck a baby on him later. It's fine.
Don't pour it all on me at 3 in the morning. You won't need to do anything.
I don't need to do anything at all.
Punch him in the junk.
Well, they have a magic fist in that case.
Magic fist.
Always seem to get the right target. So, he asks what you intend to do while you're here.
I intend to seek out many gods.
And he asks, is that why you're a failed ranger? You haven't found the right god yet.
We'll just go with yes.
He wishes you great hunting. He doesn't recommend Loki because, well, you might end up being a failed ranger a lot longer.
Yep.
You never know. We're all calling her a failed ranger as if that's some sort of, teasing type thing, but she might actually have set out in life to become a failed ranger, and having achieved that goal is now very proud of herself.
Yeah, but we're still going to make fun of her for it anyway.
Very right, because it's now who you are.
Okay, so he wishes you also good hunting. And apparently doesn't talk to Drazzle at all as Drazzle gets off and just shakes his head at him as he walks past. He sort of has his finger like he wants to ask him, but you have a feeling he's dealt with him in the past.
So tough.
And you do see him close up his book and head over to the authorities after Drazzle gets off the boat.
I'd like to go purchase some boots and a dagger.
Okay. You find a nice leathersmith not too far away with various soft boots for sale with nice hemp feet.
I was going to say, not a floating beholder with these minions.
Well, they're not magical boots.
Still be funny.
And he says, how may I help you today, sir?
I said, how much for a pair of boots?
What sort of boots would you like?
The cheapest ones.
He says, that could be a swift jab to the person sitting next to you. That would be the cheapest boots I could get you.
How much for a pair of boots?
Well, pair of boots that I sell, I've got these ones here going for only 5 gold.
It's good. Sounds good to me. What are they? What do they look like? Are they just a nice pair of boots?
They, you feel them up. It's rather weird feeling leather with soles made out of rope stuck together.
Well, they're better than nothing. Although 5 gold's a bit expensive, I say to him. How about lowering the price?
Sure, he says, 5 gold.
I laugh and say, good one. Do it for 3.
Says, do it for 3. I can do it with 3 plus 2.
Alright, I will just take the shoes and give him 5 gold.
After he takes the 5 gold, he winks at it and he says, I would have gone for 4, as he puts the gold away.
I say, fair enough. Do you know where I can get a dagger?
He says, yes.
I saw one for 5 gold.
Where?
He holds out his hand.
I high-five him.
He says, nothing to read, my friend. Information costs.
Okay, I'll just find it myself. Thanks for nothing, I say as I leave. Putting my boots on.
Putting your boots on, you start heading, following the others. The boots barely fit, but I'm sure you'll stretch them as you wear them.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
You find yourself in a rather splendid marketplace with various temples to different gods. You see the temple of Frey and Freda being the most magnificent places here because they have the best smelling smell of food coming out of them.
Is there a temple for Christia or like a altar at all?
There's probably altars for generic gods, but you do see mainly Norse gods available here.
Yeah, okay.
Because this is their region of belief. But Krisha would not have something here, but Loki may have something around here somewhere. I'm sure that's close enough.
What did Redrune tell us to do?
He suggested finding the other temples in the area.
Okay.
And dealing with the different elements.
I'm gonna blow my nose towards the food.
And they suggested that the halflings told you about the one in the uplands over here.
Yep, okay, cool.
So coming down the road here, you can basically go to it. So yes,
That's a good idea. You get rations.
You go to the place in there, and it smells wonderful. And you see a halfling chef basically serving random meals to different people, saying, "You'll enjoy this." Do you go in and sit down?
I do.
Can I roll insight on the "you'll enjoy this" to see if he's lying?
Sure.
21.
21. He doesn't seem to be lying because the people are going, "Oh my god, that's wonderful!"
Alright, well I'll go sit down.
Okay, so with the two of you sitting down while the others are outside.
I'm still a cat. I'm you.
You, Mew?
But if I'm capable of it, I'll pull out a gold coin or something or other, or some sort of payment, and shove it across with my nose.
Unless you stole it from the thief.
Let's go with that.
Well, apparently you're paying for the cat as well.
Oh, I am?
The cat apparently didn't give you any choice.
I'm good for it.
Nah, it's fine. I'll pay for the cat.
As the halfling drops 2 plates in front of you and says, "You'll enjoy this," as he scoops up the money.
I say thank you.
One of them seems to be mostly made out of various fruits, and the other one seems to be made out of mainly various meats.
I'll take the meat one.
I'm good with that.
And you both find it to be one of the best meals you've ever had.
I knew my approval.
Rush out to tell the others. Guys!
You wouldn't believe it.
Okay, so that they're still discussing something in the town centre square. You're not sure what they've been discussing for the last half hour.
Once I finish, can I get closer to where the discussion is happening?
Yep. You rush out to tell them about the wonderful meal, and then we find out from Zal, Shofar, and Koroi what they've been discussing for the last half hour.
Chauvel, not Shofar.
Yes, Shofar.
Yes, okay.
Shofar.
Just double checking because
Shofar.
I did something.
Shofar. No. Net name's confusing.
No, that's fine. They are pretty close together. I'm like, what? A surprise?
Something I prepared earlier. No.
Well, this is not beyond you, which is precisely why I asked.
So do we have a Josh and M available? And a David?
Yes.
Okay, so while everyone else was eating, you were discussing something in the town centre. What were you discussing?
Go back a sec.
Where we should go next?
Yeah, so I'll discuss with Zal that probably the next bit that we're going to is different elements. So we're going to be targeting the religious beliefs of air down in the next next tier that we go to.
Next game, can I change to an air type? Unless winter already is.
You can do that in the next morning, yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Reservoir can do it straight away.
So, are you discussing heading to the air temple?
I believe so.
Druzzle hands you a map of the region.
We go away from Druzzle then.
You think he's suggesting it's probably easier to plan where you're going by looking at the map?
Okay.
That is a logical outcome, I guess.
Considering how well travelled Druzzle is, that is probably the best advice he's going to give you. So this map, is it just of land, or are there like years and centuries and things like that? No, just
I'm sure he has one of those somewhere.
He's tired. His travel's not necessarily chronologically limited.
He does recommend going via Herbal instead of Linghead.
Okay. I'm happy with that. If everyone else is?
Yeah, we're happy.
Don't see any problem.
How far away is that?
That is about 2 days.
Okay. What time of day are we at right now?
I would say you would have arrived around evening.
Okay. So we could possibly start setting off in the morning depending on how much supplies we need to stock up on, etc.
Okay, so yes, he said you can see that you can take the road south to Herbal very easily. 2 days to get there, and then probably a half a day into the uplands to where the tower is supposed to be.
Sounds like a plan. Shall we find somewhere to stay for the night?
Also sounds like a plan.
I suspect that after all the seasickness, the seasick people would probably like a nice soft bed that doesn't move.
Yes.
The place where we had food, was there lodgings there?
There are lodgings there. They have nice hammocks.
Thala will turn into a Thala and inquire about lodgings.
So if you want to stay at the Temple of Freya, they accept all female lodges.
Okay. What about, are there any lodges that accept both genders, or is there a lodge nearby that accepts male?
Well, the
lodges?
Frey and Freya temples are side by side,
Right,
and one does the males and one does the females.
Okay.
And if you're sort of a bit of both, they don't really care.
Well, yeah, I will choose to stay in the female side at this point, because the food was good.
Mm-hmm.
I will organise lodgings for all female or otherwise female aligning members of the party.
So, Chevelle.
And our animals.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll let the guys know, probably Zal, because I'm presuming he's somewhere nearby, that this is a girls only party and they need to go party with the boys in the other temple.
We've been through this routine before.
Yep.
It was the same at Doverfell.
Yep.
Yep. I have no issues. Have a good night.
I also arranged for us to meet in the same spot in the morning.
Yep.
Can both genders eat when
Yep.
we're at? Okay, so we'll have breakfast there in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like the other temples where they have like this communal hall and they all tell stories and things like that?
They do, but most of their stories are about agriculture and growth and healing and life.
I'm in for that. I'm a druid. This is stuff I like. So I will.
And Freya is one of the druidic gods.
I will sit by whatever fire with whatever beverage and listen in on all the stories.
So it is a nice relaxing night as you end up there with nice food in the morning, and you're able to provision well for your trip out to the village of Habel.
Awesome. I gather everyone's riding horses and things.
Yep.
I will.
Yes, rub it in, Friday night party, rub it in.
I will turn into the stunning winter season version stallion of myself and keep pace with you all.
Is that spring?
I'm winter at the moment.
It is spring at the moment, but she can change herself into any season.
I'm season Fae, so I've been winter for about the last 2 or 3 games. Oh no, you said that in the morning I could change.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You wanted to be air.
Yep.
Which I think was spring.
Spring? Okay, yep. I will change to spring. So, what colour's the spring? I will find my sheet.
Sorry, I'd have
I'm
to look
going to
that
do
up.
it one day.
Okay.
I'll be organised.
To be organised.
So we're heading back to the ship.
I believe you are heading back to the ship. As I quickly try to look up the spring colours for our.
Oh, so we're sailing to where we're going.
Oh no, you're taking horses
Oh, right, yep.
because you can do that.
Yes.
It does come in handy.
Right. Did I manage to find a dagger, by the way?
No. Everywhere you went in, they said, "I'm sorry, we don't seem to have any daggers. We just sold out of them."
So does it say what colour spring is?
Karoy hands you a dagger. Don't say I never did anything good for you.
Green and white.
Okay, so I have
So
a white mane
But-
and tail.
autumn is air,
Oh,
and they
okay.
are red and brown.
Okay, so I have red mane and a stunning chocolatey brown coat.
So it is the belief of peace and goodwill.
Yes, and I exude peace and goodwill.
Okay, so yes, you are on horseback, heading off out of the city, and next session we shall start it with a battle on horseback.
Oh, great.
Bang.
Nice. Who are we battling on horseback?
Who did we piss off?
It's a rough area, so there are brigands on the road.
It's just
They'll be
the
the
town.
pirates just recently landed. Therion suggests that we battle cats.
So one day out of travelling, you're on your horses, starting to head off at sunrise as a bunch of brigands come charging on horseback towards you, and we'll end the session with the brigands yelling, "Die!
Die, horse scum, die!"
No, thank you.
Yeah, what'd you say, mate?
What, mate?
What was that?
So you'll have something to look forward to in a fortnight.
No, they should write in going, "The paladin sucks!" Because, I can hide behind the paladin.
I'm going into battle yelling my famous catch cry, my famous war cry, "Eshay, brah!"
Nice.
Well, we have these things. You want to try to fit them in where possible.
Is that, Sirenscape?
Scape, yes.
Sirenscape? Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Sirenscape.
So we will call it a night there, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And we have successfully managed to find out about one temple, heading off to the second temple.
Nice.
Thanks for the
I don't
game.
suppose we got any sort of bonus, did we?
You'll find out.
That'd be nice.
And good luck tomorrow, Nick.
Yeah, thanks. I'm off to bed. I've got my bus party going on tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, lots of luck. If you end up in the middle of nowhere, just give us a call. I'm up anyway at 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's alright, she's to someone's house. We're pretty tame in our old age.
Good luck anyway.
Yeah.
Thanks guys, see ya.
Have fun.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.